Hello, everyone. Hello, Africa. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for yet again another edition of Pitchside. Thank you so much for the support. Definitely, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I definitely take this opportunity to appreciate people that take their time to subscribe and be a part of this family. And if you're watching Pitchside for the very first time, I'd request you to hit the subscription button, and when you do that, you join the big family where you get the big stories and the exclusive content that is coming your way. So thank you so much, and keep the love coming. I see your reactions, I see your suggestions, and all of that. So yeah, let's keep growing the family together, because at the end of the day, our mission is to grow Ugandan football to the fullest. I also want to take this opportunity to appreciate everyone that voted Pitchside at the local football awards. Yes, Pitchside winning the Digital Excellence Award. Thank you so much for that support. And I mean, we're growing stronger, isn't it? We're definitely growing stronger as a brand. Hey, really excited for this edition, because yeah, it's MVP stuff, man. As you can see, my guest on the show today is the reigning Star Times Uganda Premier League MVP, and really excited to have him here, aka V8. Karim Watambala joins me here. Sebo, excited to have you on the show, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Honored to be here.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I know you've had a very packed season and it's been extremely hard to lock you down. But now that we have a bit of time, we can sit and
Just
break
here and
down,
there.
yeah, one or two things. I want to shout out to Alchemist Bar here in Bandari, Bugorobi. That's where we shoot our content from. So if you're out there and you want a place to chill on a hot afternoon, you're looking forward to eat some food. If it's in the evening and you want some very exciting music, pass by The Alchemist here in Bandari, Bugorobi, to have a very good time. Karim Watambala,
Yes, sir.
really excited to have you on pitch side. Guys, what can I say? I mean, he's racked up quite a number of Star Times Uganda Premier League medals, Uganda Cup medals as well. Currently at Vipers, had a very good campaign, 12 goals, a couple of assists in there as Vipers won the league back to back, but also most importantly, him walking away with the MVP award. And I need to tell you, Karim Watambala was just 2 goals short of catching up on Ivan Imbisiwe, who was the top scorer, around 14 goals. And he's a creative midfielder. That's quite some effort that Karim put in. But Karim, how are you? How are you doing? Really excited to, I mean, season here, wait, then now I'm catching up with you. How are you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm having some recoveries. I'm resting somehow. Training's not that hard. At least I'm spending some time at home. The journeys have reduced.
So Karim, how do you feel having guided Vipers to another league title, but also how would you wrap up your season and the club season overall?
Firstly, winning a back-to-back
Yeah.
trophies, it is something very difficult, and it calls for dedication, hard work, and a lot of discipline at the pitch, off the pitch. I would say it was a collective effort with my fellow teammates, the technical team, and the president of the club, Dr. Lawrence Mlindwa. Um, Back to my individual achievement or contribution to the team's victory in the past season, I would say it was a target with my team, my agent. Yeah, we had a meeting at the start of the season. Yeah, we wanted to make this, we wanted to improve on our numbers, and eventually God helped us and we achieved that, and I'm really grateful.
Yeah, you say you're very grateful, but you played alongside players that have really made some records at Vipers. For example,
Yeah,
Milton Kadisa, I think he's won what, six
yeah,
league
top captain.
titles. You have Tadeo Rwanga, who has also been at that club before, and he was very instrumental in that midfield.
Yeah.
How does it feel playing with players who you have seen grow up in the ranks and they've helped you achieve your target?
Anyway, you're right saying growing up watching them, we were in school. When Vipers were playing, we always had our morning trainings at school. So in the evening we could watch. By that time the games were played at 4.
Yes.
Yeah, so after lunch, classes, you rest and go and watch games. We used to admire them. You'll be outside or in the stands, hearing people cheering them up, appreciating their contribution, celebrating their goals, and you'll be like, I wish one day also be in the pitch and I score somebody, the bees happy, and you come out, it's like, Karim, can I have a photo with you? So it was a dream come true, sharing the same dressing room with them, sharing the same pitch with them, seeing them every day in training, and encouraging most of us. The players, the young ones, even those that are in the same age bracket, because learning never ends. Yeah, they have really contributed a lot to my success, and I really appreciate them.
Okay, so now that you're off season,
Yeah.
what is the big difference between the off season and the ongoing season in your life personally? Is there a bit of space for you to breathe right now? How are things? How are you handling? Because you're not going to rest entirely.
Yeah, you can't, you can't, you
So,
can't,
so how are you
obvious.
juggling it to make sure that you remain in frame? That when the season starts, you're
I
good to
would
go.
say in season it is intense, and you have less time to look what you're doing in the pitch, because you'll have a game today, tomorrow it's recovery, after 1 or 2 days you're having a next game, so it's really difficult to see your mistakes. But off season you can reflect what was not good, and you can realize your mistakes. But now, keeping my body in shape, I have to go now more for muscle strengthening, doing more of shooting practices. Yeah, that's all matters right now in preseason, so that I can keep my body fit and at least in shape.
Okay, so let's roll it back to the start of this season
Yeah.
that just ended. When the season was about to start, those who are watching us, you may be watching Karim Watambala today, MVP, 12 goals, couple of assists. But before everything happened, the future looked bleak. In my opinion,
Yeah.
you hadn't renewed your contract. Maybe not so many people were talking about you
Yeah, yeah.
at Vipers and everything. Just tell me how you handled that situation before you signed that contract to stay at Vipers.
This is really a tough question for me, and I would say when I joined Vipers in 2019, I came in as a young boy, an exciting player. People cheered me up, people loved me. Eventually, I would say my form went down.
Yeah.
I was summoned on the national team in 2019. Eventually, I was not summoned anymore. So it affected me as a person. Uh, I reached at a point I was not playing. From not playing, you're not dressing, even you're not making the 18. So it became really challenging for me. But I would say it was not a decision made by just 1 or 2 days. I went back at home, reflected what's happening, what's going wrong. I was like, now my contract is running out. If they don't sign me, am I going back to Mbale? Am I going to sit home, look at
What's
my
the next
mom?
move? Yeah.
Yeah, what's next? I was like, no. Even if I'm not playing, okay, how am I performing in training? I was like, choosing me to be in the games, it is not my responsibility. But let me put a perfect training session for myself. The coach will be like, okay, you go home satisfied with yourself. You're like, you have given 100%
Yeah.
in training. So with that, I said, I changed everything I was doing by then. I was like, okay, if I'm doing gym with myself, I have to get a personal trainer. I have to change my diet. I have to rest more. Eventually, I started performing well in training. When I started performing well, I went straight to the team in the first 11. No, it did not happen like that. It started slowly by slowly. I started getting few minutes like that. And I played some few games, and the season ended. So the next season, I was like, okay, I'm playing. What's the target?
Yeah.
Or when will I also be a main character in the league? I'd be like, okay, Karim is doing this and he's doing this.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, you'll be with your friends you grew up with in school. You're here. Hey, they have bought Aziz, they have bought Bobos, and you're like,
And
when
like,
will this come my way?
yeah.
You know, when you're in the pitch and the games are too many, you'll be like, I'm tired, I want to rest. But being home after 1 week, I start asking myself, why didn't I give more in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pitch?
yeah.
Why
In the
didn't
pitch,
I
yeah.
give more
Yeah.
for myself, so that I can be contented when I'm at home?
Yes.
So I was like, no, I have to change. Uh, anyway, when Alan came in,
Yeah.
things changed. He came, maybe he knew few people, but he was not that free, or he was not feeling so much at home at
He
Vipers.
wasn't that open
Yeah,
to
that
everyone.
open to everyone. But when I started talking to him, I started bringing now him to be free with other fellow players.
Yeah.
He became open to me. Now we started sharing things. I would say I didn't know completely about anything like recovery supplements.
Oh.
Yeah, when he came to Chitende, he was staying in a different room.
Yeah.
So after that, I told him, why don't you come and share with us the same room? We have an extra bed here. He was like, okay, let me come.
When you're camping in
Yeah,
Chitende.
when we are camping, like
Yeah,
game
yeah,
days, we
game
sleep at
days,
the
yeah,
stadium. Yeah.
yeah.
So he was like, okay, he came. Then at night, I saw him mixing something. I was like, what's this? He was like, this is my Saka recovery supplement. Tomorrow, the guy is performing. Like, can I have a try? So that's how he started helping me.
Each other.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this has to be done like this. After that, I was like, bro, I also want to have this. How can I get it? I want mine now. Because for him in training, he always have his supplement. He used to have a
He
supplement.
manages his
Yeah,
body
his body
very
very well.
well.
Yeah, and I was like, I need to do this. You know, we learn from each other as,
Absolutely.
yeah, most of the times. And I was like, no, Alan, I need this. And he helped me more. I would say more of that. So in that season, we played very well with him, but he was outstanding. I know there was a debate. Hey, you and Alan, who has been the best player? But that wasn't the main reason we wanted the trophy, because the past season we had not won it. He told me, Karim, you have to help me here. We go like 1 hour before training. We do some shooting practices. But then it was his time, and eventually God helped him, and he left the club.
So you're saying that the connection with Alan played a vital role in you knowing how to manage your body,
Yeah, very
and
well.
also understand the game more. But let's
And
get.
other thing I have not told you is we are staying. You know, I don't know how I would say this, but God brought something very. Maybe wanted me to learn something.
Yeah.
Alan was staying not far away from me, so
Yes.
he would send some our border guy is called Benja. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
For ice.
Yeah.
So when he sends an ice bag and he's done, or he's going to start doing his ice recovery at home, he's like, hey Karim, like on weekend we are not having training, mostly on Sunday.
Yeah.
Karim, what are you doing at home? I'm like, I'm just chilling watching a movie. Here you come, there is ice here.
Oh, so you
That's
call you and you come
yeah,
and
that's how good he helped me, and he was like free to me. He was like, okay, you're not going into ice, you come back and rest. Tomorrow you go in training, Monday you're very fresh.
Oh, so that was very crucial.
Yeah.
But so let's get back to when you signed the contract. You know, your first it was uncertain. You're not sure what was going to happen. So when you finally signed the contract and you got the confidence, how excited were you to extend your contract at Vipers?
I would say I was 50-50. I didn't know that I was going to receive a call. You know, when you're not playing, you're like, am I going to be one of the players going to be called by the president or the CEO or the manager? Karim, we need your signature. The president wants to see you.
Yeah.
So I was worried. I was like, will I receive that call? So when they called me, I met the president, and he was like, Karim, I believe in you. Fine, you have not been playing, but I know that happens. Maybe you're not fitting the coach's plan, but I know you can do better. Yeah, he gave me that confidence back. So after someone telling you that, I was like, now whatever he says, I'm not going to be so demanding from him.
Yeah.
First kept quiet in his office. I was like, okay, doctor. He was like, how much can I give you? I just told him, doctor, I'll not say much about money. You'll decide what you give me. He was like, Karim, you tell me. So I think me, I'd lost hope in myself. I'm like, maybe I'm not worthy. I've not played.
Yeah.
Was like, no, you tell me. I talked to him. He gave me money, but I did not want to over
Make it difficult
for
for
him.
him,
Like
yeah.
when he made what I wanted, I was like, okay, let me sign.
And that's how you
Yeah,
you
when I
extended.
signed, yeah, that's how I extended my contract. I left happy. So I told myself, I was like, I've been with many players at Vipers that have left the club to maybe better clubs than Vipers.
Yes.
I was like, no, I have now to concentrate more. Firstly, I have to win the trophy to make this person proud,
Yeah.
to make him happy. And I was like, okay, I'm going to leave everything. I'm going to focus on more on football
And giving
and
100%.
give 100%.
You talked about you enjoying your time at Vipers and having a very, very good season, 12 goals, 4 assists, back-to-back champion. But I've not asked you how you got to Vipers. Where and how do you join Vipers Sports Club?
My parents in Bali, they had their rule at home.
Okay.
You study in Bali. When you're done with P7, you'll join Kampala schools for secondary.
Oh,
So when I was done with my P7, I joined St. John's for senior one.
yeah.
So when I was in St. John's, there wasn't so much of football. It was all about books. So we had a friendly game with a certain school. It was called Nile High School.
Yes.
It is also still in Mukono.
Yeah.
So when I played, their sports master was like, no, we
This
have
is
to
it.
take the boy. They bought me everything. I joined, but still I was on half bursary.
Yeah.
The football was also not that much, but at least they were participating in some good tournaments.
Yes.
So at Nile High School, we had some friendlies. There is a sports master. He had a friend in Buyikwe.
Yes.
By that time, Vipers maybe was hosting from Buyikwe when I was in Form 2, I think.
Yes.
So he had a guy, he knew those of Coach Golola.
Yeah.
So they used to come for some friendly games.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go to Buyikwe to play because Mukono Buyikwe, it's not far.
Yeah.
To play some friendlies. He told the sportsmaster, was like, this boy is a good player. I think he can join Chitende.
Yeah.
But they did not tell me about it. I kept on playing my soccer as any young boy.
Yeah.
One day, sportsmaster came to me like in the morning. He told me, we are going to go to St. Mary's for a friendly match, but eventually you're going like for trials. I went, they gave us 6-1. And I scored a lonely goal.
So you lost 6-1.
Yeah,
but scored the
yeah.
goal.
Then the coaches were like, no, which class is the boy? Senior 2. They're like, no, it's good. He can. Yeah, he can. They told me he should join. I joined. That's how I joined St. Mary's.
And then you studied.
So, yeah, we had a bad run from my Form 4. We lost finals in Masaka.
Yeah.
We were knocked out from group stages in Barara.
Yes.
Like those are the years when I was with Bobos, Basangwa, me.
Oh, that's the class.
Amayo, yeah, that's the class. Form 6 guys, when we were like, we are going to leave this school without a trophy. We're like, no, guys, we have to work hard for ourselves. At least the other people, they still have at least a year, and other years, those who are in Form 4. Like, no, we have to go and play.
You have to go and win the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, we went to Ginger. I think I had extremely.
Is that the picture that?
Yeah,
when
that's
you're going
trends.
to
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had extremely good tournament in Coca-Cola. Yeah. So when I finished that, I came back. The president appreciated us, gave us some envelopes. We went home. So when I came back, he called me. Maybe doctor sent somebody like a teacher, go and call for me, Karim.
Yeah.
They sent for me. I came into the office. First look at that paper. I was like, what's the paper? I was like, I checked the paper. It is a contract. He was like, yeah, you want to play for my club?
Yes.
I was like, oh my God.
Promotion.
I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
I was like, doctor, thank you so much, but I cannot sign this alone. I think my
You need
dad
to
has
read
to be
it
here.
and your dad.
He was like, it's okay, you call him. I called him. We talked to him. He was like, okay, you can board tomorrow and come to Kampala and we finish. I think when they told my dad, it was like at 2.
Yes.
He boarded, he slept in Kampala that very day.
By 8 p.m.
Yeah, he was there.
Karibu
Kibuga enkyakoma kyade tukeera ku ssomero. Manyi ssente nga yayengedde. Omusajja
kuyiwako walina
kuyiwako nakufuire. Ati nze nga sigenda afunako. Yeye alina ofuna.
Yeye mwizadde.
Then omusajja n'amaliza. That's how I joined Viper.
And from then
I've been there, yeah.
You've talked about your relationship with Allan and how he played a very, very vital role and everything. But as a footballer now at your level, just how vital is it for a player to have that connection with another player on the pitch and even off the pitch? How far does it go in making sure that your game improves?
I would say players should stop thinking if somebody comes into the club or you're at the national team with somebody is here to take your place. We are going to play, you'll be on the national team, you'll be at the club, but eventually you will leave and somebody else will replace you.
Yeah.
So you can help one another.
Yeah.
So I think me being, if I would be like with any bad intentions or a bad heart, I would say Alan has come, he's going to take my place. He's going to take my number because we're playing almost the same
The same
position.
position,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say no. Let me leave him so that I also focus I can be playing. But I would say we should just be
A
in love,
team.
yeah, team in love with one another, a brotherhood in the team. When I have that top connection with you,
Yeah.
you will lose the ball.
Yeah.
I will not leave you to be blamed by the coach.
You'll cover.
I'll cover.
You'll cover
I
a
will
mile
run.
for me.
Yeah, I will run for you. I get that ball, and I will not tell you stop losing our ball.
Oh.
That's done.
Yeah.
Because you're my brother from not even just in the pitch, outside the pitch.
Yeah.
Because if I'm your brother, I will not talk a bad word to you.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
will hurt
You will encourage me. You will tell me that I've done something wrong, but in a very polite way.
Yeah, I'll be even just I may even tell you after they may be in cover. I tell you, he lost this ball and they're almost going to score us. That would be that. Maybe yourself you'll be like, I almost costed the team.
I
almost costed the team. But when you have that brotherhood, I think you can do more for your friend. And people have come into Chitende, mostly Osama also. I've been really friendly with them.
So let's roll it back before we get to Osama. Allan Okello, at the height of his form at Vipers, switches allegiance, joins Young Africans.
Yeah.
And as someone who's been with him closely, you've been recovering with him. With how big a blow was that for you, losing Allan to Young? Of course, he had no option, but how did you deal with that situation?
Firstly,
Yeah.
there were rumors, as you can see
Yes.
on X.
Yeah.
Young wants Allan. Young wants Allan. Allan is joining Young. Allan is joining Young. Allan Okello, you're welcome in Young. You see now the way those young fans love soccer.
Yeah.
So I was like, the guy has not told me anything. I think it's just rumors.
Yes.
So I was coming in training early morning.
Yes.
I saw doctor's car and I was like, what's happening? I was like, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he has his meetings.
Maybe he has his meetings. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let me go and train. I woke up not seeing my phone. You wake up, shower, brush, rushing for training.
Yes.
So I had not even touched my phone to go online.
Yeah.
Allan had sent me a message.
Yeah.
My brother, how are you? Good morning. Thank you for everything. I'm going to be joining Young Africans.
Oh, he sent you a personal
He sent me a personal message before even the team.
Yeah.
So, when you go into our parking, I didn't see his car.
His Subaru.
Yeah,
His green Subaru.
His green Subaru was not there.
Yeah.
Then that's how I came to realize now it's real. But then, as you have said, it was a big blow to me. Then I was like, I started now figuring out life. It's somebody I was free with. I can say whatever I want to him and I know he'll not get pissed.
Yeah.
And he can tell me anything the way he wants and I'll not get pissed.
Yeah.
So I was like, now,
how do I handle this?
How am I going to handle this?
Yeah.
It was really difficult for me, I would say that. But, I went even into training without replying him.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. I didn't have the correct words to ask to tell him.
To tell him at that time.
Yeah, I was just like, let me go and train. I trained. After training, I told him, okay, bro, I wish you the very best. Just know we shall always have your back. We shall pray for you as a family. We shall wish you the best. And he also sent me and he was like, guys, I wish you all the best. I know I'll come back for my medal. Go and represent me and we bring that trophy back.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Okay.
And you brought the trophy.
Yeah.
You gave him the medal in Morocco.
Yeah.
Even though, of course, you didn't play, but the connection was there.
Yeah. When we won the trophy, he called me after the Maroon Games. Was like, congratulations. Just know I'm waiting for my medal. I was like, my bro, it is on your table.
You're ready to hand it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Karim, I just want you to contextualize how exciting is it that today in Ugandan football, players like you, Allan Okello, Mustafa Kiza, who not too long ago were playing schools football, are now trusted by clubs in the region and even Ugandan clubs, top Ugandan clubs. Just how far does that go in showing that talent is actually right there in Ugandan football?
Me, when I first met Okello, it was in 2018.
Yeah.
He was already in KCC. He was a rising star. Poroto was there.
Magambo.
Was there. This side we had Zaga, we had Fadiga, they were on Vipers.
Yeah.
So whenever you would move, like going for lunch or dinner,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, that's Zaga. Zaga wa Viper, Allan Okello. So I also wanted to feel that way, like,
Oh,
I also want to get a club, okay, to be like, hey, that's Karim, it's really a good feeling walking around and somebody's like, hey, Karim Watambala, hi, how are you? You feel nice, you'll be like, okay,
Because
at
of how
least,
far you've come.
yeah. I would give the credit to two teams. By then it was Vipers and KCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, they trusted more in youngsters, and I feel it paid off. And maybe right now it is so rare, but they gave us all the opportunities in life. They told us you can play no matter how much, and they were straight to us. They were like, don't rush, your time will come and you'll play. Don't rush. If you get some few minutes and you play, you play. If you don't play, keep training.
Give it your best. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's move on to this season. 12 goals, 4 assists this season. When you sit back here on pitch side, how happy are you that you scored 12 goals for Vipers from your position as Karim Watambala?
I would say when I started the season, my target wasn't 12 goals.
Okay.
It wasn't 4 assists. Anyway, I had a dream as any other player to be one time be called male player of the year in your local league.
Oh, MVP.
MVP.
Yeah.
When the season ends, we always have a meeting with my team, my agent, and my other people. And we discuss how the league has gone, and we set new goals for the new season. So there were some goals set, and eventually when Allan, let me say, when Allan left
Yes.
at that period,
Yeah.
it gave me again more desire and more responsibility.
Yeah.
When I was in training, I was like, Karim, if you don't put this team on your shoulders, who is going to?
Yeah. Especially in your position.
Yeah, I was like, who is going to? And when Allan left, we had remained like few midfielders at the club.
Yeah.
So me, I think the coaches were like, we think Karim can play more in front as a number 10
Yes.
than other midfielders.
Yeah.
So when the coaches called me, they're like, Karim, you're going to play as a number 10. Firstly, it triggered me. It calls for a lot of responsibility. You have to create for the team.
Yeah.
You have to score.
Yeah. Like it's your time.
It's
The
your
stage
time.
is set.
Thank you.
Let's
It was
show
like,
up.
now, Karim, this is your time. And I just want to thank the Almighty Allah. When Allan left, we went to a URA game and I scored a brace, and I was like, this is how I have to go. So the next game, I made an assist and I scored again. I was like, now, Karim, this is the rhythm. Yeah.
And that's how it caught up.
Yeah, that's caught up, and it motivated me. I was like, now, this is how I have to go.
Okay, let me ask about your playing position and playing style. How much do you think you improved in your delivery of your playing style? And what did you do different as a person, as an individual, you feel this season?
In my new position,
Yes, in your new position.
yeah, when as I told you, when they told me you're going to play number 10 role, I was like, what are the responsibilities of a number 10?
Yes.
What is he supposed to do? That was the first question in my head.
Yeah.
A number 10 has to score. A number 10 has to create. You have to play well for the team also.
Yeah.
So when I understood that, I was like, now, how can I do this? And on my playing style, people, as they call me VA, they have to help the team in defending. I'll not just up front that requesting for the balls, and it was
You have to
really
drop back, then
drop back, and you have to
help
get
the
the
team
ball,
move
and
forward.
you have to think for the team. I was like, Karim, now this needs a lot of hard work and discipline, a lot of recovery,
Yeah.
and resting, eating well. So when I understood that, I was like, okay, I would say whenever I would be going into the game, I'll always play to God, and I was like, Allah help me. If not a goal, an assist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how much I wanted.
To do it.
Yeah.
So you feel like you covered more distance in that role? Do you feel like you also had to be more responsible with the ball? And how were you responsible? At that moment you felt, okay, I want to shoot, but no, let me
Yeah, when you reach at the positions like that, just know you're next to the goal, and you're seeing the goalkeeper, and you have a good technique in shooting.
Yes.
And you're like, should I shoot? When you shoot, they'll be like, you're selfish. Somebody was there, you did not give him the ball.
Yes.
And you'll be like, let me pass. You pass, somebody does not score, then you go back in the
I
dressing room,
should
be
have
like,
shot.
"Well," you start being again annoyed about yourself.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no. Number 10, I was not running. I was not covering a lot of distance. I would say that. But
Free roll,
yeah, free
kinda.
roll kind of thing of football. But then I started asking more from myself.
Oh,
I was like, now you have to have this ball like as many times as possible.
avail yourself.
Yeah, and like an witness, whenever he would be there with the ball, I would be like, go and pump it, okay, that because such.
Awagenda kutunuza
Hey,
waggulu.
aga ila lepo mpira okay cause such. I come to him in base like Karim ne wano ne muganga. I tell him gwe mpanze ngusule banyombese.
Naye ng'ogumpadde.
Go gumpadde, let me use it. Yeah. Only I got that feeling in myself and the belief. I was like, when you give me the ball, I'm going to create something. I'll have one pass at least, we shall score. So that's how much confidence and belief I had in myself. Yeah.
Which helped you. And I want to ask you this question about your teammates. Hilary Mokondane, solid defender.
Yeah,
Putting
yeah.
a very good
Top
shift
defender.
For Vipers.
Yeah.
But again, on the issue of style of play, people think that because of how he approaches his defending, maybe he should be more calmer, or maybe he has not allowed the team to play. You're with him on the pitch 24/7. What attributes does Hilary possess for Vipers, and what does he bring on table apart from what people look at him from the distance?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I just want to make this clear to people.
Yeah.
People criticize Ilale for that he does a lot of kicking the ball up, but that guy plays a vital role at central defense in the club. He's a solid defender. Hilale may be funny and crazy the way he is in training and what, but when it comes to matches, Hilary will not miss an elbow. He'll go in hard tackles. He'll put his body on the line so that the ball does not go inside.
And that's what counts.
Yeah, that's what counts. Like in the last season, they're saying we're not winning convincingly, you know? But if you could see, we had the narrow gap with our contestants. Like they were chasing us like crazy. You could not expect us to play good football, and at the end of the day, we are losing the trophy. Yeah, so
3 points.
3 points and you're gone. Yeah.
So, Bihogo.
Shout out to you.
Let's talk about the grinding, because towards the end of the season, you could see, I mean, there are games that Vipers were really, really hanging on by for dear life. But at the end of the day, they got out of jail. Where they fell short, they got a point, and it was very crucial. First of all, do you think you gave your best as a team? Because outside, people are not convinced. Do you think that performance was convincing from you as a player, especially the final bend, the last 5 games?
I would say it was not convincing, as anybody would see.
Yeah.
But we are human beings.
Yeah.
And sometimes our energy levels go down.
Yeah.
But somebody will not think about that.
The intensity.
Yeah, the intensity of the game. You don't expect somebody to play from the first, like at the start of the season, with the same energy levels to the last.
Yeah.
You understand?
The intensity.
So yeah, the energy levels go down, intensity changes. So the games became difficult, but we managed as players. We tried to manage in all difficult ways. At least we managed to get a point. And if they're saying like we're not winning by like convincingly, we are not passing the ball, at the end of the day, if we lost the trophy, it was again going to be another terrible season. But if we managed to do all that, I think at the end of the day, the fans were happy, the president were happy, they were all happy at the same time. I would say sometimes they need to bear with us.
You win ugly.
You win ugly, yeah. You're not, when you leave the stadium, mostly, you go home as a player, you sit down, you think, you reflect. You know, sometimes a fan may say word and he thinks, I've just said to tap that, it's done. But as a player, you go back home and be like,
it hits you different.
You know, we all come back to like recovery sessions after the games, and you're like, we start talking. Me mostly I ask you, what's not happening? Watch to collaborate, watch to draw man is this. We also think a lot. We don't be like, okay, it's done. Yeah, they're friendly. You can't sleep. They also try to say that, or maybe to motivate us, or to tell us to add on what we are doing, or to push more. Yeah.
So
but
at the end of the day, you understand,
you understand as a
but
player.
you do your best. What matters is you cross the finish line.
Yeah, you close the. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You know, when all that happened. But right now, when you ask a Viper fan, be like, okay, how we are the champions? He will not tell you anything. Like,
They'll
okay, we
not
are
say
the bad
ogwa police bagulya.
Gagana,
Eh,
Gundio Bayakola Bugatti.
mm.
Mwebale kati twetegekere the Champions League. That
That's
would
what
be
they're
that
saying.
thing. Yeah.
And you raise a very important question. You've been at Vipers for a minute now.
Yeah.
And of course, Vipers played in the group stages of the CAF Champions League not too long ago.
Yeah.
And since then, they've, been near, not too far, near, not too far. Let me ask about your Champions League experience. From your perspective, what do you think is going to be crucial this time around? Because you're back to that same stage again. I'm sure you've been following teams on the African continent. What do you think should be the difference for you, Karim?
You're very right. I've been at the club for some good time.
Yeah.
And we have always had a challenge. Maybe we have been going into Champions League games as maybe underdogs. I would say that mostly with new players, or maybe first time playing a Champions League. Yeah. So I'll give you an example. Ogwanga was also its first time.
Yeah.
Osama his first time. So I think we are now learning. We are now learning from our mistakes. So I feel this time around, the preparations are going to be as early as possible.
Yeah.
I think this very month we are resuming our pre-season. We have now to understand that in Champions League we are playing the best players.
Yeah.
With any small mistake you concede and you're out. You have been watching Champions League maybe when we are knocked out, or you're on TV, you're watching Sundown is playing. They're always patient with the ball. They don't rush the ball. They wait for the moments, and eventually, no matter how the team is compact, they always find a penetrative. So I think that matters a lot. I think we should also look up to that. Be more mature in the game. Yeah.
Manage the game, basically.
Manage the game, yeah. You have the basics. I think in Champions it's the basics. Get the ball pass, control pass, maybe movement. Yeah.
That is going to be very crucial.
Very crucial.
Yeah, and of course, Karim won't say this, but we expect signings at Vipers. So surely that squad being beefed up here and there is going to be very, very crucial. The president, you guys cashed in 300 million. But man, it's unfair for us to sit here and not give him the flowers for what he has done for Ugandan football and Vipers. When he brought that check that day when the trophy presentation was happening, how excited are you? I see players at Stende leave at full time, even before the ref says go a day. When they enter the dressing room, in home games, and you see guys driving out. But that day, players stayed around up to around midnight and everything. Were excited. But Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa, and the bonuses that he keeps giving you guys to motivate you. What's your take on that?
I think he's one of the heroes in the country. Yeah, shout out to you, Doctor. Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa, thank you for everything. Thank you for the passion in sports, mostly in football. Thank you. You've helped us in the country to show our talent, maybe to benefit from it. He has injected in a lot of money.
Osama Rafat comes in with, of course, a lot of expectations when he joined the club. And, with the quality that he possesses as a winger and being pacey on the ball and everything, just how much has he grown as a player with you guys? And what's your take on this season at Vipers?
When we were in Chad, we used to sit with him at me, Allan, Gavin, and him.
Yes.
So his contract was running out.
At KCC?
Yeah. When you want to be the best, you convince the best to join.
Yes.
So we told him, Osama, you join us. If there is any possible way, if you get any call from the doctor, you join the team. We shall welcome you. Eventually, he told us, hey guys, I'll be coming, and I've signed.
Yes.
So when we had the signed and they unveiled him, we welcomed him very well. He's a unique player. He's a talented player. So when he came in, we're like, okay, we have to go. Now we have added on at least someone. Yeah. So Osama brought in a lot of brilliance and energy into the team. Yeah. And his contribution has really been good for his first season at the club. 10 goals, 5 assists. It's really good.
So now you're the MVP of the league.
Yes, sir.
This is something that you wanted when you are starting out, and you said
Yeah,
you want to wake up one morning and you're MVP
you're
of
the
the league.
MVP of the league.
How excited are you for that recognition as Karim Watambala?
I'm extremely happy. But coming to the end of the season, when you're playing games, people are watching.
Yeah.
So when you play games and people are like, they come and comment out, you're the best player now in the league. So I think that started happening at almost in the mid-season.
Yeah.
Karim, you're the best player in the league. So I came to receive the award when I'm really contented and I'm like, okay, everybody believes I deserve this.
Oh.
Yeah, and so I was really happy when I received the accolade of the MVP, and I was like, okay, Karim, okay, this has happened now. That's a done.
That's a done deal.
The done deal now. What's next? I need now to work more. Yeah, I need to keep myself up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really, I know. Champions League, I have to really to perform very, very well.
Okay, you talk about Champions League, but this coming season is really, really going to be tight because
Yeah.
you have Sekafa Kagame Cup,
Yeah,
you have CAF Champions League. If you get to the group stages, you have more games. Then you have the league itself.
Yes.
You have the Uganda Cup that is going to come up,
yeah,
and then you have the AFCON. Before we get to the AFCON, which is going to be co-hosted by East Africa,
yeah.
Chan, allow me roll you back to the Chan that was co-hosted still by East Africa.
Yeah.
You're one of the players that featured for the Cranes when Uganda, for the first time since Chan started,
Yeah.
got out of the group stages.
Yeah.
Tell me about the atmosphere playing at Nambole with so many 48,000 fans screaming for the Cranes to win. How's that experience, Karim?
Also, I've ever been in Chan before,
Yeah.
and it has not been always at home.
Yeah.
Well, we had never hosted Chan.
Yes.
And whenever we would play, like Uganda playing Senegal,
Yeah.
you play almost in an empty stadium.
Yeah.
Uganda playing over Ivory Coast, few fans.
Yeah.
But for the first time, playing at home, and you feel, entering the Nambole Stadium, and guys are following the bus. Going into the stadium alone for warm up, it
Yeah.
was crazy.
Singing the national anthem.
Yeah, sing the national anthem,
Uganda
holding
started
here, and
making
you're
the
like,
anthem themselves, yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was something I'd never experienced. I think any young boy out there
Yeah.
should ever future for Uganda Cranes at home.
Yeah.
It's really a good experience, like as beautiful moment in life. Chan itself,
Yeah.
I would say the fans, the Ugandans. We lost against Algeria, but playing at home is something very beautiful. Those guys, we had those guys when we are going, okay, baba kubya ne tugenda koma okumpira oguddako.
Hey, the bus.
Yeah. We're like,
They had the love.
Yeah, they had the love. They were
Yeah.
not abusing anybody. They were like, okay, lakuba biri bibadde bisajja bikulu naye tujja kudda oguddako.
Yeah.
No, we went back in the camp and we're like, no,
Yeah.
we need to work for this. And something which motivated us when the president said, you guys, every win you're going to be working for 1.2 billion. We're like, guys, we are losing money.
We have to fight.
We have to fight now. We are losing money.
That's how you managed to,
Yeah.
to come back against South Africa.
Yeah,
and
against
the
South
fans escorted
Africa.
the bus to Chisasi.
It was,
It was
that
crazy.
feeling. It was crazy. It was crazy.
It was exciting.
I felt like I wish a journalist was recording that for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
we keep that memories for ourselves. It was
It was
crazy.
insane, man. The fans escorted the Cranes team bus from Nambole
Yeah. To
to
Chisasi.
Chisasi, the team hotel, because
They wanted even to enter where we were sleeping.
hey,
They reached at the gate, were like, guys, okay, this is enough. Let them go and rest.
they were everywhere. Of course, Uganda went on to lose to Senegal in the
Yeah.
knockout stages, and that was it. But Karim, the AFCON, if you thought Chan was exciting,
Yeah.
the AFCON is coming home. And you've wore the national team jersey at Nambole.
Yeah.
For sure, between now and when the AFCON happens, you're in the mix, you're in the pool of those players that would probably wear that jersey
Yeah.
on the day when the Cranes open up their campaign at Nambole. How excited are you for the upcoming AFCON tournament?
First of all, I've not ever been in AFCON as a player. It is a dream. It is a target.
Yeah.
I am really willing and going to work really extremely hard to be part of the team, inshallah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know if Chan was like that, what about AFCON?
Yeah.
What is going to be home? It's going to be extremely happiness and love.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great, great moment. She wearing that national team jersey. I know, as all players, nobody is not looking upon AFCON.
Yeah.
We are all preparing for that. Then we shall leave the rest to the coaches and the Almighty Allah.
All right, that's very very interesting. As we conclude the interview, you have people who. By the way, first, how would you come up with the V8 nickname? First, explain that. Where does the V8 nickname come from, and what is it in full anyway?
Anyway, we were playing a Villa game in
Yeah.
Stende.
Yes.
We played the game. I don't know. I don't know how I played. Maybe I was over covering. I was
You all over.
yeah, I was all over, and I was named the man of the match.
Yeah.
So the manager, Mr. Stephen Mlindwa,
Yes.
went and said the V8 ingin. So that's how it started.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Stephen Mulunda
yeah,
gave you
yeah,
the
yeah,
V8
yeah, yeah, yeah.
nickname.
That's the guy who started it. Was like the V8 ingin. So that's how the name started.
And you know how V8s operate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He explained to me how the ingin of the V8 operates, and I was like, "You guy, you're crazy."
Yeah. You have fans who have looked up to you. You have young kids.
Yeah.
What's your message to your fans, and what's your message to the kids? Because not too long from now, you're going to get back playing football for Vipers.
I'll first say thank you so much, Dr. Lawrence Murindwa.
Yeah.
And I say thank you so much to the fans of Viper Sports Club and the football lovers in the country. To the young kids, I would say, first of all, you need to be in school.
Yeah.
We did not just come from home to join Vipers or other players to join other clubs. At least there is always roots. You have to be in school, play school football. It is always step by step. And take your time, believe in yourself, have confidence, don't lose hope no matter how much things go bad on your side. Because if you love the game, eventually God will pay you back and he'll make a way for you.
Thank you so much, Karim Watambala, for joining me on Pitchside.
Yes, sir.
We've had a very good chat. Currently at Vipers, his background, and the way forward. So, guys, if you're out there, you definitely expect Karim to show up. V8 to show up again this season for the Venoms. Guys, this interview could not happen without numero uno manager, Next Pro, Mr. Sultan Atubo, made sure that Omusambi Atuse Mubudde, very professional agency. So big ups to Next Pro and Sultan Atubo, man. Guys, keep it pitchside. Please subscribe. Cheers.
We're out.